Aloha mai kako. Welcome and thank you for tuning in a brand new video brought to you by the Career Coach Productions. My name is Kyle Santos, a career readiness coach from the University of Oregon Career Center. In this digital age, everybody has an online presence. Your online presence is an extension of yourself. Family members, friends, acquaintances, and most importantly, potential employers all use social media to get a grasp of who you are, sometimes even before they meet you. And for these reasons, it is crucial for all of us to build and maintain a strong professional online presence. Today, I'll be covering different ways for you to create and grow your online presence. Keep in mind, social distancing does not mean disconnecting. In fact, this is an ideal time to cultivate professional relationships via virtual connections. Take this opportunity to build an online presence that you would be proud for prospective employers to see. If you ever thought about landing a new job or moving to a new company, chances are you've heard this advice before. You've got to get out there and network. In today's digital world, you have the ability to reach just about anyone. What is even networking? I'm glad you asked. Networking is all about building and maintaining authentic relationships with people. Whether it's reconnecting and catching up with your mentors, or by expanding your network to build long-lasting connections. I do want to acknowledge, for a lot of individuals, networking can be uncomfortable or even challenging. I encourage you to start with people that you know first. Think about your internal networks, family members, family friends, classmates, their peers, professors, advisors, and so on. You've already have great networks around you. Take the time to reach out to them. They can help you tap into an industry you'd like to explore or know a person that they might be able to connect you with. A common tool used in networking is informational interviews. Informational interviews is all about asking questions and gathering information from working professionals so that you can explore and learn about different career paths you may be interested in. Typically, this can be done in person, but you can also have these conversations over the phone or through video chats. An example of a question that you might be asking right now is, how have organizations or companies changed and acclimated in the COVID-19 climate? Your connection can share valuable insight that is not normally found on a job posting. If you're applying for jobs, chances are employers will be Googling you. Try it out and Google yourself. Whatever you find, is this something that you want employers to see? At the very least, you'll know what type of things pop up when you search your name. I took the liberty of searching my own name up and found things related to working at the Career Center. But hold up. I also found some embarrassing photos of me from Facebook, taken by my favorite photographer, my mom. Let's just say I definitely made sure to keep those embarrassing photos hidden. Polish up and clean up your personal social media accounts. Do some social media housekeeping by ensuring your accounts are job search appropriate. This doesn't just mean removing embarrassing photos or inappropriate statuses on Facebook. Take the time to check over your LinkedIn and professional profile so that everything is up to date and all the information is accurate. Take advantage on the benefits of social media. It can be a great way to add some flair to your application and make a lasting impression on your potential employers. It takes time for us to build our reputation, but just one poor photo or post can really do some damage to your reputation. During a job or internship search, I would recommend putting your social media accounts on private so that you could prevent any of these things from happening. There are many online platforms that can be used for networking. In the next slides, I'll be talking about creating an online presence using platforms like Handshake and LinkedIn. Handshake is a powerful platform that is accessible to any UO student and alumni. You have access to various opportunities from jobs to internships. Handshake is targeted towards college students and early professionals. So you know that these jobs in the system are going to be things you'll have enough experience to apply for. To find the best opportunities and get the most out of Handshake, make sure you complete your Handshake profile. This will allow recruiters and employers to notice you. Add things like your interests, your classes, your projects, share your experiences. Think of your Handshake profile like an online version of your resume. On Handshake, you can use the Employer tab that allows you to explore or research industries you may be interested. If you find an organization or company you're interested in, you can follow and favorite that organization so that it will allow you to stay up to date with any events that they may host or any job posting. Handshake also allows you to network and connect with other students who are currently working or have worked in these organizations. As mentioned earlier, networking is a great way to get into these competitive organizations. Another feature on Handshake is using the Events tab to access and find virtual events. Virtual events like networking opportunities, webinars, info sessions, and many more. I encourage you to attend virtual events to build and practice your networking skills. This is also a great way for you to grow some industry knowledge. By simply showing up, you are setting yourself up to opportunities of success. LinkedIn is also a great platform to build an online presence. LinkedIn is a powerful way to connect with recruiters, build professional connections, and to stay connected with working professionals and contacts. Just like Handshake, LinkedIn also has a profile feature. For both LinkedIn and Handshake profiles, you can always connect with one of the career readiness coach for some profile checks. How do you even find potential connections? A feature on LinkedIn is using the UO Alumni Tool. The way to have access to this tool is searching up University of Oregon on the top left-hand side of the search bar on LinkedIn. When you go on that UO page, clicking on the alumni, and from there, you have access to over 140,000 different alumni in terms of where they live, where they work, and what they studied and what they do. I share this tool to students all the time, especially when it comes to exploring competitive organizations. UO alumni feel way more approachable, and ducks do in fact flock together. Another way to find potential connections is using our alumni networks is going on the University of Oregon Alumni Association chapters page. You'll have access and get connected with board members who are interested in helping ducks get connected with local resources around the world. Another cool feature on LinkedIn is the LinkedIn Learning Library. The LinkedIn Learning Library is a plethora of online webinars and trainings in various topics. After you complete these webinars, you gain certifications that can be publicly shared on your LinkedIn profile. Recently, I completed a LinkedIn learning module on digital networking strategies. After I finished that webinar training, I was able to include that webinar, the completed certification on my profile. One thing to know about LinkedIn is that a premium account is not needed to access any of the features I mentioned. The free version is perfectly fine. To summarize, here are the tips I talked about in this video for growing your online presence. Build and maintain your connections. You've heard some of the benefits of networking. Now it's time to put it into practice. Remember to start with people you already know and expand from there. Clean up your social media accounts. Again, social media is a great way to add some flair to your application and make a lasting impression on your potential employers. Get started with Handshake and LinkedIn. Create a Handshake or LinkedIn profile if you don't already have one. And lastly, attend virtual events. Make the most out of these virtual events and impress employers by simply showing up. Your online presence is making what you do your own so that it's indeed your story and your personal brand. Remember, do something today so that your future self will thank you for. If you need additional support, feel free to reach out to any of the career coaches for assistance. Mahalo yako ka ho'olohe ana mai. Thank you for taking the time to listen. I hope you found this video helpful. Take care, stay healthy, and aloha.